Football season fast approaches. That means you gotta get decked out in some Dead Threads apparel. Well, run CMC. CMC definitely runs for the loot, and this is Flame, Crowns, and Loot. It's from a brewery that likes to shower the beer-loving world in loot and gold. That is the one and only Hop Butcher, and they teamed up with another hard-hitting brewery in Toppling Goliath for this incredible collab. It's a double IPA. We're going big, big, heavy, just like Ridgeopolis does. I'll let you know how to get some Dead Threads, and we'll crack open this crown right after the theme song. Welcome back into the Upstate Studio with yours truly, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto, as per usual. And we got a big, big collab here. Hop Butcher and Toppling Goliath. Hard to get much more bigger names in the game than that, right? In the artisan kind of chevere that we do in this craft beer game. So anyway, hard hitting while football is fast approaching. Make sure you rock your team and deck yourself out in the Dead Threads apparel. You can head on down to the description below, click the link, and use the code NUTMEG10. That is NUTMEG10, NUTMEG10. One more time for everyone on the back to get a 10% discount off at checkout. Speaking of football, make sure you stay tuned for Sunday Scares with Bucks McGee every Thursday and Sunday throughout the NFL season. So anyway, enough shameless self-promotion here. Let's get right into this beer. It is a double dry hopped, double IPA. I'm very, very excited, and to give you a closer look of the can and the artwork that only Hop Butcher can do quite so vividly, we'll take you around the world, or at least around Canada, on a Shane Cam. So as you can see, flames, crowns, and loot, a little campfire, a little king's crown, and a little bag of money. Simoce, Citra, Riwaka, and Dorado-hopped Double India Pale Ale. Lots of my favorite hops in there. Citra is obviously pretty standard, but I love me some Riwaka, all New Zealand hops. Dorado, a longtime favorite, and Simoce, something that came back around to me. The alcohol percentage is 7.75. It is a collaboration between Hop Butcher and Toppling Goliath. Tasting notes are bright citrus, dank, berries, ripe, and tropical. HopButcher.com. Artwork by Dan Greska. Brewing camp by Hop Butcher in Chicago. Did I do that right, Ridge? And on Untapped, 2,243 check-ins, 2,093 unique, and 1,950 are ranked. Extremely, extremely respectable. 4.12. Very, very good. Nothing crazy on the bio. Hops included in beer are Simoce, Citra, Riwaka, Dorado. Hopped Double India Pale Ale. Doesn't actually say anything about being dry hopped, so I apologize for that. So with that, no further ado, the ABV is slightly higher on Untitled 7.8, and no IBUs are listed, so we won't waste any more time and give our ode to one flight down with a shook look. And it wasn't even cracked open, and I got a whiff of a piney hoppy essence, so that's got to be a good sign, right? Hard pour, because you know what channel you're watching. I'm going to use my Rastal glass, and I'm an idiot. I didn't even look for a can-on date, but it don't look like there's one here anyway. This was one of the beers. Speaking of crowns and loot, it was one of the beers I got in my little journey down to Atlanta, and the haul I grabbed from Hop City, the Boxcar location. So, Toppling Goliath, for those that don't know or may have forgotten or skipped their memory, they're the brains behind the King Sue series. Psycho Sue, Pseudo Sue, excuse me. King Sue, Pseudo Sue. What's the other one? There's three big ones. Now I can't remember anything. Anyway, color-wise, it's an orangey type of yellow. Big and dense in the middle. A little lighter around the edges, but no real light coming through it. I don't think you're going to see anything through that. White foamy head. It's got an orange note, a little bit of melony. She smells thick. It's a bit of a sweet note in there, but not super crazy. It's kind of like that light to medium pininess, so nothing's really like overpowering in the aroma, but it's also not. It's also still pretty noticeable. Nothing, nothing really super subtle or anything like that. So it smells pretty inviting, almost 8%. So solid ABV, especially for beer nerds. Let's get into it. Cheers. Oh. This is very interesting. The flavor and the mouthfeel were both very good. Don't necessarily seem to go together. The mouthfeel is very, very bright and piney. So they did say bright right on the back of the can. So I will say that's 100% spot on. It does have a big, dense, bold type of flavor. It did say dank. There's dankier, more dank beers that I've had in the past, but it definitely still falls into that category. It's kind of like dank in a dense sense. It's like kind of big and bold. But for such a bright mouthfeel and dank-ish flavor, it's actually almost crushable. It's not so heavy that you can't really drink it very smoothly. It is fairly smooth for its gravity and the amount of the profiles going into this. I'd say that's pretty solid. I feel like it kind of tastes a little bit more like Hop Butcher than Toppling Goliath. I remember the first time I had King Sue, I was blown away because it was so juicy and sweet and luscious. And the Hop Butchers always tend to have that kind of brighter, pinier notes to it. So I would say definitely, and obviously the artwork is pretty apparently Hop Butcher more so than Toppling Goliath. So I definitely say it's a little more influence of Hop Butcher than TG. But it's quite good. It's fairly crushable for the ABV and the mouthfeel. So yeah, really solid. I'm not disappointed by this one bit. Again, hit hard, run CMC. Head on down in the description below. Click the link to rep your team in the Dead Thread brand. You can click that link and use the code NUTMEG10. That is NUTMEG10, NUTMEG10 one more time for everyone in the back for a 10% discount off of checking. Check out, not checking, check out. Anyway. So this is very, very good. Great job by these two titans of the industry. Cheers, friends. I'll see you next time.